Regan, I wonder if we can sort something out straight away. Is this a carousel or is it a galloper?
No, this is a traditional English galloper.
Now, what's the difference?
The difference is the English gallopers was manufactured over here, most of them in like the late 1890s, early 1880s, and as you can see, they will go around clockwise, whereas carousels are mainly manufactured in America or Europe, and they will go around anti-clockwise, and the mounts won't be as finely carved.
And of course, the horses on this galloper go up and down as it's turning around?
Yeah.
And on a carousel, they're fixed?
I think some of them's fixed, and some of them do. They have a motion underneath that would make them move.
Now, you're not using steam here in Bath because I know you need a water supply and it's also a clean air zone. But this is, isn't it, one of the last steam-driven gallopers in the country?
Yeah, this is one of the last handful of steam-driven gallopers in the country. There are still a few about, and they do tour quite widely. But yeah, this is one of the last ones.
What do you use to power it here in Bath?
While we're in Bath, we're using an electric motor.
Okay, and I'm sure electricity this autumn, winter, isn't too cheap, hence the fact I think you've put your price up just a little bit.
Well, it's the cost of living, everything's gone up, our prices have gone up, insurance premiums, fuel, everything, and unfortunately we have had to pass that on to the customers. It's not something we want to do, but unfortunately it's something we had to do.
Now, fairground rides like this one were built for adults, weren't they?
Yes, they were. Yeah, it's owing to the size of the ride, it was made for adults to ride on. It was never really intended for children to be going on.
But it's funny now because the adults bring their kids to ride it, but sort of, oh no, not for me. But you'd be happy if the whole family got on.
We get a lot of people come down, they put their kids on, and they decide to go on with them, and they go, "Will it be all right if I go on? Am I too big?" And you say, "No, it's made for people like you."
Well, the Downs family don't mind the whole family going on one of their gallopers. Now, your family actually own two of these, don't you?
Yes, my brother purchased another set in late 2019.
So over the Christmas New Year period, the whole family's busy because you've got two of these out.
Yeah, well, my brother's operating his at Norwich outside the Forum. He's there till the 2nd of January.
How old were you when the family first brought the galloper here to Bath? How long have you been coming here?
I was 6 years old, so we've been coming here for 20 years. I can just remember not coming here. But the first year we come, I can remember, because M&S used to be a toy store, didn't it? I can remember walking past and seeing all the teddies in the window.
You've got a very good memory. Why do you think something like this is still so popular? I mean, there was a period when you stopped coming, but I think the good people of Bath demanded you come back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they look at it as a Christmas treat. You know, they come out, it's not something that's very rarely seen in Bath. And at the time we started coming, there wasn't many Christmas markets that had gallopers or had fairground rides as part of the market. So I think this was one of the first ones. And there was a lot of people who used to come out with their kids and have a go, and since then it's become a Christmas tradition for a lot of people. We still get a lot of people come on now and they say, well, it's not Christmas until we've been on a carousel. So it's become a staple of a lot of the people around here. It's become a staple of their Christmas.
I absolutely agree with every word of that. And you're here right through to New Year's Eve?
Finished at New Year's Day. We've got to take it down on the 2nd and then go through and take John's down that night. So.
And does the galloper go somewhere else, or do you put it in storage until next Christmas?
From here, it'll go back to the yard and it'll start with maintenance work. There'll be things to be repainted, there'll be more lights to be added if we decide, you know, we could do a little bit more brightening up there. There's always jobs to be done. It's an old ride. There's always something to do. There's always maintenance to be done. Anyone that says they've done it hasn't looked hard enough. So.
Is yours a fairground family?
Yeah, on my dad's side we're 4th generation. On my mum's side we go back quite a lot further too.
So this was relatively new when the family acquired it?
My great-grandfather acquired it in 1940, and this was built in 1895.
Okay, so it's pretty old then.
But it's always travelled around the London and home counties all its life. You know, we're the ones just like took it a bit further into the west and different places like that.
And do you intend passing it on to your family?
Hopefully so. But this one belongs to my dad, so it's up to whoever he decides is worthy of it. That's the one who will get it.
Well, I wish you and the family a very happy new year, Regan. Thank
Same
you.
to you.